Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of oracle cards. Now, we've got a full moon going down tomorrow, October 1st. It's October. If you guys have been following me for any length of time, you guys know October is my favorite month of the year. Not only is it my birthday on the 13th, but we're also celebrating our 10-year wedding anniversary on 10/10/2020. So October is filled with magic. We even have a blue moon, which is a second full moon in the month on Halloween. So we start October off with a full moon and we end October with a full moon. And not to mention, Mercury is going retrograde on my birthday on the 13th. So I think it's gonna be a massive month of transformation. Now, obviously all year we've been going through the process of purging and releasing, but I feel like all of that work that we've done in the past from let's just say the beginning of the year, because I think we all kind of had our sights set on a particular vision for this year and then it shifted. So this month I feel like it's going to be a culmination of all of those changes coming to a head. In addition to, we are like almost close to the election, like let's just get this over with and move on. So I am joining you guys today with a new oracle deck. So let me know who's here watching live. If you've never tuned in before, I'm Brittney Carmichael, the founder of Shine School and the Shine from the Inside Oracle, where I teach women how to break free of the fear that stops them from holding themselves back from being authentic and letting their light shine. I'm also a psychic business coach for female entrepreneurs, specifically hairdressers, because I've been working behind the chair for over 14 years and all of my coaching clients at the moment are hairdressers. So I'm having a blast working with my tribe, if you know what I mean. So I got this deck sent to me in the mail by, God, what is her name? Melanie, my bad, by Melanie Beckler. It's called Ascension Angel Cards. And some of my coaching clients that I had this week, we pulled a couple cards from this deck and the messages have been absolutely insane. So the back of it is awesome, purple and a feather, two of my spirit signs. And then all the messages really are these like divine, like high vibrational messages about ascending. Really, we're in a time of transformation, as I said, and that transformation is more awareness, enlightenment, consciousness. We're expanding our ability to take in more psychic information. So I'm very excited about pulling a card from this deck because it'll be the first time I've done it here on the channel, and the last few pulls I've had from my clients have been insane, so accurate. So I'm excited to share this deck with you guys. Let me know who's watching. Is this your first time? Where are you watching from? And let me know how you're feeling. My mom's birthday is the 13th too. Whoop whoop, I love it. She must be a total badass. Hey Sophia, we hair love you too. Oh my gosh, it is so nice to be surrounded by hairdressers and woo-woo hairdressers. I'm finding out more and more there are some woos out there behind the chair and I am not the only one. Oh, cards are already coming up. So if you're tuning in, take a moment to place your hands on your heart, take a nice long deep breath in. Exhale, release all the stress and tension that you've been holding today and continue to allow yourself to focus on your breathing as this message comes through, and pay attention to the subtle messages, visions, nudges, or gentle whispers that your soul brings you during this message. And we'll see what we all need to know right now on our path of ascension and transformation. One more card for the week. Again, this is the Ascension Angel Cards by Melanie Beckler. All right, last card came up. All right, are you guys ready for this? I'm watching from Colorado. It's my first time. Well, hello, thank you for tuning in. Chris and I are actually driving to Colorado on Sunday. We're gonna celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary in Aspen. So we're very excited to get away, to spend time in our favorite state, and just to soak up the mountain magic. I need some nature in my life. Anytime we get stressed out and there's too much and it's overwhelming and all of that, we find ourselves going to nature, because nature has the answer. It has the right rhythm, the harmony, and it always helps me to remember to come back to that center of peace when we're amidst the chaos in the city. How do I know what how do I know what's my spirit, what your spirit sign is? So one of the things I teach in my oracle deck, actually, because there's a card in there that says look for the signs and synchronicities, what I like to teach is that you get to be the one to set your spirit sign. Because if you just say show me a sign, our brain will make up all kinds of reasons why it's not it. You know, you may see this rainbow or a feather on the ground or a penny, and your analytical side will just be like, it's just a penny. But if you set the sign and you say, I want to see pink cars, that was my particular sign in the beginning, because I thought this is a very rare sign. Like, it's going to be pretty clear when a pink car shows up. So for me, I chose my spirit sign as a pink car and the song Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. It always makes me think of my biological father who passed away, which is the whole reason why I started getting into the psychic ability stuff. He started talking to me from the other side, and I had no idea what was going on. I was in a float tank, a sensory deprivation tank, and he said to me, hey baby girl, I had to pass in the physical world to guide you from the spiritual world. And he was an alcoholic and spent most of his time in jail, and I didn't really know him, and so it was very weird for that message to come through and it to be so loud and clear. Well, we just found out my stepdad, who's raised me since I was 1 year old, has pretty aggressive cancer. So if you guys have seen me kind of like take a step back, it's because I'm dealing with a lot of family stuff going on right now. So if you guys can send him some extra love, I'll be going over there to talk the shitty details about death and all that is encompassed. So yeah, you guys ready to tune in? Let's do this. That song reminds me of my mom so much. I love it. She loved Fleetwood Mac. Oh, I love that so much. Yeah, so you pick your spirit sign so that you know when it shows up, there's no doubt about it that that message was loud and clear for you. So choose your spirit sign. All right, first card that comes up. You guys ready for this? Let's do it. Oh my gosh, this is literally what I was saying to you guys. This card says you are ascending. Hello, we are at a time of transformation. We are moving into that 5D world that you probably have seen some memes about. But what that really means is we're not moving location. We're gonna be in the same body and the same stuff and the same things. However, our awareness is what is changing and expanding. And the more awareness we have, the more present we stay. And the subtle synchronicities that we see seem to show up even more so because we're in tune with noticing them. So this is saying you are ascending. I love the card. She's like free and flying, and all the bullshit and the pain of the past is coming up to be released and to be purged. I think this is a massive collective experience right now where a lot of the past beliefs and traumas and pains that we've experienced are actually coming up to be completely purged away, not to be relived, but to be released. So this is saying you're ascending. Chris and I have this saying around the house, up and on. And it's almost, you know, why we created the elevated life. It's all about the 7 or above club. Only choosing things in your life that make you feel good. And on a scale of 1 to 10, if it's not a 7 or above, you guys know our philosophy, don't do it. Delegate it, delete it, whatever you gotta do. This is saying you're on the rise, and it's gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna be stepping into a whole new realm of understanding, of emotions, and being able to empathize and connect with other people. So for me, this is an expansion of our heart chakra. This is a lifting of our vibration, and that could mean that you're being called to detox your physical body, whether that mean letting go of cigarettes or alcohol or processed food or meat or things like that that lower your vibration. This is also a call to say that you're ascending. You may be outgrowing spaces, whether that be your relationships, whether they're intimate or friendships. You may be outgrowing your current work environment because you're being called to really step into your true path and your true purpose. So this is gonna come with a little bit of uncomfortability, but that is totally okay, because once we move through that, it's when we're in the chrysalis that it's uncomfortable. When we get our wings, we're like, hell yeah, what have I been doing on the ground for so long? So this is a beautiful sign that says you're in the midst of a massive spiritual awakening and transformation. And synchronicities are one of those first signs that you see when you start to awaken. I just made a short video. I don't know, I think that got cut off. Let's see, do you have any tips on how to get over a suicide death? It's sad. Yeah, I mean, any death, whether it be suicide or not, is hard for us humans to deal with. And grief is a very real emotion as far as like how consuming it can feel. Obviously, emotions are just energy and they come in waves. But since I experienced a massive hit of grief last year with my grandmother passing, it it literally took a toll on my physical body. So my advice to anyone who's going through grieving is understanding that we're all on our own path. We all have our own choices that are teaching us the lessons that we need to learn, whether we leave this planet in other people's opinion too early or not. It's a part of the path and part of the plan. So as far as the grief goes, man, feel it, just move through it. Don't try to force it. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to bury it. Don't try to deny it. Just feel it. Cry when you need to cry. Take time off of whatever you need to do. Like, allow yourself to move through the healing process, and it takes time. Some people take longer than others, and that's okay. But the most important thing is that you're not repressing it. Okay, next card. Forgive. Well, holy smokes, there you go. Sometimes we have to have forgiveness not only for ourselves or for other people, let's say someone who might have committed suicide, but also forgiveness of others. Again, coming from the past pains that are weighing on us now, this is your opportunity to find freedom in forgiveness. One of the lessons I teach in Shine School is called the F word, and it's all about forgiveness, so that you can find freedom on the other side, where you're not harbored all of this hatred and negative emotions in your system. Forgiveness sets you free. It doesn't deny the fact that some bullshit happened. Absolutely, we've gone through some fucked up things in our life, but until we learn to forgive and accept what is, in Zen philosophy, they say, if you want to end all suffering, accept what is. And forgiveness is that first step is acceptance. Okay, I accept, I may not fucking like it, and it may not make any sense to me right now. But the first step is accepting, okay, this has happened. We can't deny anything. We have to accept and allow our feelings to be valid and seen and heard, and purge. You know, if we repress them, we can't release them. So when I see this card of forgiveness come up, this is saying you're ascending, and the thing that's holding you back is your own negative energy, your own negative blocks and beliefs, or anger or hatred that you're still holding on to, whether that be about yourself or someone else. And this is a call to release and forgive. One of the lessons I do teach in Shine School, I've got a forgiveness meditation, a release ritual. And actually, speaking of release ritual, if you are wanting to join my Goddess Gathering tomorrow on the full moon to perform a release ritual and guided meditation together, I would highly recommend that you sign up. Shoot me a DM, let me know you're interested so I can send you the direct invitation link, and join us tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be doing a release ritual where we burn away all the bullshit in a beautiful glass bowl, and I'll guide you through a heart-opening meditation to ascend, to let go, to find that freedom and release. So perfect timing with a full moon, releasing. Last card, ooh, manifestation. I just met with my girlfriend today, and she was like, you know, I'm referring everyone to your Elevated Life Club because all of my team members, she's growing a big team. She's like, all of my team members are like, how the hell are you doing all this? And she's like, girl, manifest, manifest, manifest. And this card, manifestation, is a beautiful reminder that you are magical, that your intentions are what are creating your reality. And as we're ascending, we're going to be able to use our power in a much bigger and grander way. When we're actually in control and realize that it is within us, it's going to be so much easier to wield that power and use the energy in a way to create what you do want. You know, worry is living in the future and planning for what you don't want, and manifestation happens whether you're worrying or you're projecting what you really want. The brain knows no difference. The imagination doesn't know the difference between reality and what is visualized. And so when we're visualizing any kind of negative scenario, we're going to end up creating that, only to prove ourselves that we can get through whatever we're afraid of. And once we manifest that thing out of worry and we move through it and we look back, I'm like, why did I even do that to myself? So let's just skip the whole lesson part and realize that you're a fucking badass, you're powerful, and your intentions are setting the tone for the next step in your life. So what have you been wanting to manifest? You know, one of the things that I like to do at the end of my release rituals in the Goddess Gathering is, after we've burned and purged away all the bullshit, we've created a vacuum. The universe likes to fill those spaces. And so what we do is then we set our intention for what it is we want to call in once we've released all that negative energy. So this is a good opportunity for you to assess, how do I feel right now? Am I feeling heavy? Is this like, oh, bad vibes? And if so, let's purge it out, let's release it, let's dance it out, cry it out, laugh it out, fuck it out, whatever we got to do to purge whatever painful memories we have or emotions that we're still carrying from the past. I mean, obviously emotions arise moment to moment, but it's the things that we hold on to for years and decades and create this heavy illusionary baggage that makes us feel like we're not good enough or that we're not lucky or whatever the case may be. Whatever that negative story is you're telling yourself, this is an opportunity to shift that and decide what it is that you really want. What do you want to consciously create? So I want to know, I'm going to tune in and see how you guys are feeling. Which one do you resonate the most with? You are ascending. Are you going through a spiritual awakening and a transformation process where you're starting to notice the synchronicities? You're starting to like know things without like, how did I know that? Or are you in the stage of forgiveness? This is a part of the spiritual ascension process. You cannot allow anything of the past to still be lingering in the present because you're creating a duality. And we are here, enlightenment is a oneness. And so we have to let go of the past pains, learn the lessons most importantly, and then move forward. So are you in that forgiveness stage, whether it be of yourself or someone else? Or are you in the manifesting stage? You're like, I got this, man. I did the work. I love myself. I know who I am, and I am ready to create my dream life. This honestly makes me think of Shine School, my 6-week online self-discovery course where we go through this process of awakening together, where you figure out what you need, who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. And then you move through the process of forgiveness and making friends with your inner mean girl and connecting with a new community and a tribe who gets you. And then once we've done all of that healing work, I've set it up in a step-by-step process that it makes sense. You don't skip to the freaking third eye chakra if you haven't opened your root chakra, especially your heart chakra. If you haven't opened and healed your heart chakra to try to move in and use your psychic abilities, are you fucking kidding me? Like, the world is insane. And when you not only can't handle your emotions, as a psychic, you can see everybody's emotions. So that's gonna be overwhelming. So there's a reason why there's an order to things. There's order in nature. So in Shine School, the last module is all about manifesting your dreams, and you can't do that until you get your mind right. Because if you're constantly worried or fearful, you're gonna keep creating more of that. So in the process, I teach you how to eliminate those negative thoughts and actually consciously co-create the life that you really want to live. And the doors to Shine School are actually open right now. I love opening it in October. It's my favorite time of year. People are starting to slow down and they're looking for a routine and ritual to get into so that they can finish the year feeling like they're on a high note, especially this year if you kind of just like fucked around because you're like, I don't know what to do with myself. If you've been needing a little push or a nudge or accountability, now would be a great time to join us in Shine School, because all of the alumni are actually in an accountability pod and a messenger group that they're all going through the process together again. So not only do you have me, but you also have the girls that have gone through this process before and that's life, man. It's a cycle. And once you fall off the bandwagon, you gotta pick back up, and Shine School is the perfect place to kick you in the ass to start loving yourself and committing to your self-care rituals. So if you've been thinking about joining Shine School, the doors are open for a few days before we head out of town to Colorado. And I'm super excited for all the new girls that have jumped in already. It's so cool to see people willingly taking control of their life, reclaiming their power, and really stepping into who they were meant to be and shining their light in a way that inspires others. I feel like we're here to make a difference, and by doing that, we have to show up as our best self. We can't, I mean, obviously, when we go through hardships and sharing that is inspiring. I'm not saying that you have to be perfect all the time. That's not even close to what I'm saying. But when you know how to handle the ups and downs and it doesn't move you from your center of peace and self-love, that's freedom right there. So I just want to tune in, see how you guys are doing, which card resonated most with you, and if you have any questions about joining Shine School or the Elevated Life, let me know, drop it in the comments below. My bestie Jessie's here. Love you, sis. Oh my gosh, so good to see you guys. If you guys don't have any questions for me, then I think that will wrap up today's reading. Remember, tomorrow is the full moon goddess gathering release ritual and meditation happening at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. There is a special Zoom link so that we can actually interact, to talk, to share. This is not just like you sit and listen to me. What I love about the goddess gatherings is that we can open it up and everyone can share and move through whatever emotions that they're dealing with and release it. It has been so fun seeing the massive amount of change and empowerment and up-leveling that the girls are doing in the Goddess Gathering release ritual. So I hope that you guys will join us for the magic. Shoot me a DM for that personal invite link, or you can find it over on my page. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7:30 Central Standard Time for the release ritual, so we can burn away all the bullshit. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can check more details out at brittneycarmichael.com/tarot, and I will catch you guys. Actually, next week will be in Aspen, so I doubt I'll be on live. And I'm really gonna like unplug, like turn off all the things. So maybe I'll be back on the 14th, which is the day after my birthday, and we'll be back in town. So I will see you guys soon. I hope you have an amazing time. Don't forget, the Elevated Life podcast has moved to Mondays, and we will still have amazing new content coming out even while we're gone. We recorded a podcast all about relationships and how we have lasted so long and grown together, because it wasn't always easy in the beginning. But since we're celebrating our 10-year wedding anniversary coming up, we thought that would be the perfect topic to share with you guys, and how we cultivated such a loving relationship even when it was hard in the beginning. So I hope you guys love the podcast, and if you have any questions about Shine School or anything like that, shoot me a DM. I love hearing from you, and I will catch you guys soon. Peace.